High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Just missed with that jab. And he scores with the counter. Couldn't land that jab. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. A typical outside. Did you see that? The Venezuelan is rocked. It appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady up.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. That was almost a... On to the second round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That jab doesn't score. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Billy Dibb is dazed and confused. I thought we were gonna see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they gonna get through this?
These two were made for each other. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. They've got the momentum. Get it started in round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. Nope, that hook won't score. counter shot lands. Swing and a miss with that hook. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he just missed with that left jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Billy Dib in trouble. Let's talk about Billy Dib in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back.
Have back. Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Jab work.
Back at it in round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Nice exchange here from both men. Punch, counter punch. And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. There's a counter shot. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils. Hold it right there. Jorge Linares is in some serious, serious trouble. How are they still standing?
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Billy Dib in that last round. As bad as boxing... On to the 5th we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. No respect for each other's punching power. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Those counter punches have to hurt. straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Jab misses. Well done with that counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. And there's the bell to start round 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter punching. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
The straight right just misses. A perfect counter shot. Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. That left-handed jab doesn't hold that thought. Billy Dibb on the back foot. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Good counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to... There's the bell to start round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice counter punch. A lot of effort being exerted here. Can they figure? And Dibb goes down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. You still want to fight?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
counterpunch. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. So it's plan B. And we enter the 8th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good counter punching. That hook doesn't score. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That uppercut just missed. That time counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Billy Dibb in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off.
Nice round, good round, I like that, I'm happy. Just the same again.
Be smart when you go out there. Just take the round up.
There's the bell to start round 9. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Punch, counter punch. Don't score with that right uppercut. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. There's a counter shot. Did you see that? Billy Dibb in some serious trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wait.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might... And there's the bell for round 10. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Punch, counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter shot lands. So much firepower here. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. His stamina is off the charts. They exchange punches. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.